Three whistleblowers who claim that thousands of defence security checks have been compromised have been vindicated after an official report found their allegations to be true. Last year on Lateline, three former defence workers claimed that information in thousands of security clearances has been fabricated to speed up the vetting process. The Inspector General of Intelligence and Security today recommended an overhaul of defence security checks. John Stewart reports.
Tonight, the Defence Minister tabled a report in Parliament from the Inspector General of Intelligence and Security.
I asked leave of the House to make a ministerial statement relating to the Defence Security Authority.
I understand it is the wish of the House to grant leave, and leave is granted.
The report backed up extraordinary claims made by former staff working as office temps in the Defence Department.
The Inspector General of Intelligence and Security commenced her investigation in June of last year.
Last year, the three whistleblowers told Lateline that thousands of security applications had been fabricated to speed up the checking process. They said that information was invented to fill in gaps on security forms, including checks on private security guards working on Australian military bases, Australian staff working in embassies overseas, and air marshals and senior public servants with access to sensitive information.
There's not enough addresses here. There's no proper dateline for employment. Think questions like that. And one of them didn't have a birth certificate, and so it was a case of these problems exist, and what do you want me to do about it? And I was told these words: be creative.
The former defence staff claimed that information had also been passed on to ASIO and that ASIO's database had been compromised by the fake data.
I went all the way from the lowest restricted, confidential, and then I went to secret, and then top secret negative vetting, and then there's one higher than that, it's top secret positive vetting, and I'd been through all of them. Sometimes they wouldn't give the city that they went to in a certain country. You just pick a city that they went to. Sometimes some would write Asia, so you just pick a country and that, and certain things like that.
So an applicant could say they travelled in Asia,
yeah,
and then you would just make up that they...
I would choose China because it's one of the main countries in Asia.
At first, the Defence Department denied the claims made by the three whistleblowers. But today, the Inspector General of Intelligence and Security found
evidence provided to the inquiry confirmed that the substance of the allegations was true. Incorrect data had been inserted in the vetting process. This corrupted data had then entered the Australian Security Intelligence Organisation, ASIO, and was used for security assessments.
The use of false information to help fill in security applications was called a workaround. The idea being that staff could work around a gap in a security form by making up fake information. Today, the Inspector General found
the practice was not confined to the three complainants. Most, if not all, staff used workarounds to some extent. Except in limited circumstances, the use of the modified data had not been agreed by ASIO.
The Inspector General also found that some security databases still contain fake information.
The Inspector General found that the integrity of data in both DSA and ASIO had been undermined, if not compromised. Modified data entered the databases, and some persists today.
Given that 5,000 of the 20,000 are top secret security clearances, embassies, members of parliament, other sensitive areas, one would not be able to sleep at night confidently, given that the Inspector General has completely savaged the process and those participating in the process.
However, the report said that high-level security clearances also involve extra security checks and interviews and were less likely to be compromised by false information. The inquiry was unable to determine whether any specific ASIO security assessment had been compromised. The report recommended sweeping changes to defence security vetting and told the Defence Department to write to the three whistleblowers and acknowledge that their allegations about false data entry were true. John Stewart, Lateline.